What it do, YouTube? It's Jabarcus Mayonnaise with Jabby Mayo CD, and we're back with some more Mountain Goats. Today we're on track number 2 of Beat the Champ. This is the Legend of Chavo Guerrero. And last Beat the Champ song, I wasn't really feeling it too much. Not a whole lot, if I'm being honest. But I told my friend, you know what? I'm going to listen to the whole album. Because, you know what? That's what friendship is. That's what friendship is. And also because, like, I'm sure there's going to be better songs, right? So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't understand fully what the whole deal with this album was on the last video. But now I kind of get it. It's apparently the whole album is sort of like a metaphor of, like, you know, using wrestling, like small-scale wrestling as a metaphor for life or something like that, while also kind of being mostly about small-scale wrestling. Right, so like in the time before like WWE and whatnot, you know, a little bit before my time, to be honest. So like I didn't really relate too much to some of the lyrics in the first one, but you know, now that I've got the idea in my head, it should help me be able to understand better going forward with you know the rest of the album. So without further ado, man, let's check out the Legend of Chavo Guerrero. It's an interesting song. Hopefully Chavo Guerrero is a legend. All right, let's check him out. This is actually a video, too. Kick-ass wrestling. Okay. Okay.
Born down in El Paso, where the tumbleweeds blow, to the middleweight champ of all Mexico.
Not gonna lie, that kind of hurt my ears right there. I'll lower the volume a little bit. Let me,
So, where the tumbleweeds blow, the middleweight champ of all Mexico. Dad fought many bloody battles, and he raised 4 sons. Chavo was the oldest one. Old man Gory could pop like a live grenade. Raised his boys in the way of the trade.
okay.
Hector and Mando, young Eddie G. But Chavo meant the most to me. Look high, it's my last hope. Chavo Guerrero, coming off the top rope.
Off the top rope?
He came from Texas.
Okay. I instantly like this one way more than the first song. This one's actually kind of like a little bit catchy, man. A little bit catchy. I'm talking about someone named Chavo Guerrero. I don't know if it's a real person. I'll check it out after the song. I don't know if it's a real person. I like the way that they're doing the video, though, with like these really old style wrestling promos and stuff. Like, you know, it just reminds me of like, you know, Macho Man Randy Savage, you know, what's his face? Oh man, dude, I can't remember. Woo! Ric Flair. Reminds me of that kind of era, but apparently like it's probably like a little bit before that. But I like the way the video shot, and I like the song actually. I kind of like it right now. We'll see.
Fortune and fame rose pretty quickly to the top of the game. Defender of the downtrodden, king of the hill, tag team champion with Madril.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Before a black and white TV in the middle of the night, I'm lying on the floor, I'm bathed in blue light. The telecast's in Spanish, I can understand some, and I need justice in my life. Here it comes, look high, is my last hope.
Yeah. Chavo Guerrero. Coming off the top rope. Okay.
Red shoes Dugan, holding his arm high, all out of breath. I hated all of Chavo's enemies. I would pray nightly for their death.
I hated all of Chavo's enemies. I would pray nightly for their death. That's a great line, bro. That's a great line. Okay, this one is actually pretty good. I actually kind of like this. It's still kind of goofy ass hipster, you know, goofiness, but it's actually an enjoyable song. Last song was not as enjoyable as this one. I'm enjoying this one.
Descending like fire,
Very different than what I'm usually listening to.
Almost completely unknown outside of Texas and on the West Coast.
All of this completely unknown outside of Texas and all the West Coast. So like, so I guess it's like, it's not nationally broadcast stuff. It's all local shows and everything, right? Kind of like the first song talked about local shows. So, you know, they're out there busting their bodies, breaking their bodies and everything like that, for pretty much nothing, like just for the love of it, you know? That's respectable, man. Cause like, you know, I think it was Brock Lesnar had an interview where it's like, you know, he was talking to like one of his friends was like, oh man, can you like slam me on the WWE mat, like the ring? He's like, sure, man. And he did it. And then his friends were like, holy fuck, that hurt, man. He's like, yeah. He's like, I thought it was all fake. He's like, well, it's scripted, but you know, it still is not like, you're not like invincible. You're not out there getting slammed on a fluffy pillow or anything like that, right? So it's just like, you know, these wrestlers actually like, you know, they put their bodies through hell, like really, and actually like, not even just with like the physical wrestling itself, but with like, you know, the substance abuse that they do to like remain, you know, basically what they are, you know, and like, you know, cause I mean, if you don't know much about it, but like, you know, all the wrestlers and everything are basically on PEDs, you know, steroids, stuff like that, you know, to maintain that size, at least as far as like, you know, more modern wrestling stuff, right? You know, to maintain that size and that muscle mass, and like, you know, the recovery and stuff from the wrestling. Cause like, you know, there's money to be made, making sure that you're not injured every match, right? So, you know, do a little bit of PED, you know, increase the recovery a little bit, you know, bulk up quite a bit, you know. And it's just a reality of the sport, you know, and it's not really a big deal because it's not like a competitive sport, right? It's theatrics and stuff. So it's not really a big deal. It's kind of like when a movie star, you know, takes PEDs, like whenever, you know, Zac Efron did it in Baywatch or whatever. You know, it's whatever, you know, the rock being on PEDs, you know, it's what it is. But like, you know, these guys back in the day were probably on steroids and they were getting paid shit basically, and they still did it, man. That's a lot of respect for stuff like that.
He was my hero back when I was a kid. You let me down, but Chavo never once did. You called him names to try to get beneath my skin.
Huh?
Now your ashes are scattered on the wind. I heard his son got famous and he went nationwide, coast to coast with his dad by his side. I don't know if that's true, but I've been told.
I don't know if that's true.
It's real sweet to grow old. You look high. It's my last hope.
Is that the actual singer?
Chavo Guerrero, coming off the top rope.
Okay. Much better. That's a big improvement from the first song to this one. Okay. Now let's see. Let's check out the lyrics of this one. Legend of Chavo. I can't type apparently. Okay. There we go. All right. So born down in El Paso, Texas, obviously, where the tumbleweeds blow, to the middleweight champ of all Mexico. Dad fought many bloody battles and he raised 4 sons. Chavo was the oldest one. So is this from the perspective of like Chavo's younger brother? Because he said dad fought many bloody battles and he raised 4 sons and Chavo was the oldest one. So he's, or maybe he's like just talking about Chavo's dad in general. Old man Gory could pop like a live grenade, raised his boys in the way of the trade. Hector and Mando and young Eddie G. Chavo meant the most to me. Okay. So maybe it's not actually, Chavo's his brother. Maybe it's maybe it is actually just like someone that watched Chavo on TV and like he learned the history of him. So talking about Old Man Gory, I guess, is like Chavo's dad. And like Hector, Mando, and young Eddie G, those are like his brothers. Look high, it's my last hope. Chavo Guerrero coming off the top rope, right? He came from Texas seeking fortune and fame, rose pretty quickly to the top of his game. Defender of the downtrodden, king of the hill, tag team champion with Al Madril. Before a black and white TV in the middle of the night, I'm lying on the floor. I'm bathed in blue light. With the telecast in Spanish, I can understand some. And I need justice in my life. Here it comes. Okay. Before black and white TV in the middle of the night, lying on the floor, bathed in blue light. So, he's watching. I'm guessing he's watching. Yeah, he's watching it because he's talking about the telecast. But before a black and white. Oh, before, like sitting before. Sorry, I was thinking about like before in the time. No, before, sitting before a black and white TV, watching it, listening to it in Spanish because there's like no English commentary, I guess. Red shoes Dugan, I think, holding his arm high, all out of breath. I hated all of Chavo's enemies. I would pray for nightly for their death. Descending like fire on the people who deserved it most. Always completely unknown outside of Texas and on the West Coast. Yeah, so definitely small scale stuff. It's just like a kid growing up watching wrestling, and like, everyone's got their favorite wrestler, right? Whenever I was a kid, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then The Rock after that, right? Kind of like at the same time, really. But yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin was my favorite wrestler. And I didn't watch that much wrestling, but whenever I did, I would always watch, Stone Cold. That was good times, man. But yeah, apparently this guy was, his favorite was Chavo. My hero back when I was a kid. You let me down, but Chavo never once did. You called him names to try to get beneath my skin. Now your ashes are scattered on the wind. Yo, is this talking about like his dad or something? Like maybe his dad or his mom or whatever. Like his parents like let him down, and like they abused him. They called him names. They called Chavo names to get under the singer's skin. And now he says your ashes are scattered in the wind. So maybe it's like a bad home, a bad relationship with his parents. I don't know. Heard his son got famous and he went nationwide, coast to coast with his dad by his side. I don't know if that's true, but I've been told it's real sweet to grow old. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This song was actually good. I like this one. The only thing I would say is they should have doubled the chorus. You know what I mean? Like because the chorus is really short, but the chorus is my favorite part. It's my favorite part. I really like the chorus of this one. So like they should have like extended it or doubled it, I feel like. But anyways, yeah. I mean, yeah. That was a lot better than the first one. I'm looking forward to the next one, man. So like the next song that we're going to be checking out is going to be Foreign Object. Foreign Object. Yeah. If you guys like this one, make sure to drop a comment, leave a like, and subscribe. Okay, do all three. Or just do one of them. One of the above is fine too, man. I don't care. Y'all have a good day, and I hope to see you guys in track number 3. Okay? See ya!